What's going on, good people? Brandmaster Martina, but Yelverton here. So what I wanted to do is actually upload this as an actual part 2 to document the process of your brand value. So on today, Thursday, we actually held a call, and it was the information on today about how to write emails that your audience opens. Okay. And during the process of us going live today with this information, for some crazy reason, I'm not even sure why it happened the way that it happened, but for some reason, the actual screen would not load. So we continued with the entire stream and we were able to give all of that good value out. However, I was not able, for some crazy reason, to show the on screen documentation of what that email would look like, how it's structured, the actual supporting material for that live on today. So what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to go back into the YouTube video and I'm going to link this particular video as soon as I upload it as a part 2 to today's segment. But I was able immediately following to go on over into open office hours. And for some reason, when I went over into open office hours under the Zoom room, which usually Zoom is a computer hog and does not allow you to do what you want to do. For some reason, it did allow me to go ahead and pull to the screen, and I was able to pre-record it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and mute myself, and I'm going to bring that video to the stage. And then if there's anything that I find that I need to add to it, then I'll do that on the back end. So here we go with that. Alrighty, so our recording has gone ahead and started, and what I want to take the opportunity to do on today is actually do a share screen and show you a segmented account as best I can without sharing proprietary client information for what that email system would look like. And I will probably upload this video, and that is not the one that I wanted to share. So let's stop sharing that one. Let's see if we can get the correct share screen up. There we go. And just in case, let me select to share sound, just in case I need to share it. And I don't believe we get a dual echo in here, so I don't believe that will be an issue on today. And so what I would like to do is run through a system that I have here to show you guys what that email, option would look like. And hopefully the app will play fair, because it was giving me a little bit of issue, which was why I wasn't able to show this on screen during today's training. So today's training was specifically about, let's see, I can actually personalize this and locate that for you guys on today. So today's training was about the email marketing option and the beauty of opening and sending out emails that your clients will and your audience will actually open. And so for some reason, it was giving us a little bit of information on today. So today's topic was how to write emails that your audience opens, okay, and that they love. And so what I want to do is actually show you an example through a client account, if it will act right today. And I have multiple tabs open, so truly it could be my own fault that it's not opening on today. And let's see if I can get out of this area and get over and into the area that I need to show you here live on screen. Let's put in the code so that this will open up properly. There we go, and we are now logged back into the system. And so the system that I utilize for my email segment and marketing is, of course, through the Family First Designs Agency app, which is actually powered by Go High Level. And so I'm going to open up a client account. Let's see here. CME LLC, that's Cultivated Minds Enterprises. And I'm actually going to show you the automation portion of this account so that you can see one of the options that we utilize for the email list flow and what that looks like. And so inside of this account, we have several workflows and marketing systems that we use, but specific for the investment education segment. Let's show you guys where we have an email opt-in and response form. So we have a registration option, and we have an attendance option. So here's the attendance option. And then we also have a registration option workflow here. Okay. And then we also have an SMS one, but I don't think this is the one we're utilizing. I think we're working specifically on here. This one was used earlier last year. So let's go into the registration option here. So when a customer replies via SMS that they're registered, this trigger is activated. If a customer replies register through SMS and it's opted, if they replied via email and register or registered, then this is triggered. We have to put multiples in here because people honestly don't listen, or if they go ahead and complete the form, this email is triggered. So what happens is in automation here, this email is sent out immediately from the actual form name, which you want it to be whatever the signature and subject line is, the user email. You're registered using, again, here in the subject line, their first name. And again, thank you, first name, for registering for the investment webinar. It gives the title and it also gives all of the meeting information. Of course, this is an email that they would love to open because, again, you're giving them what they asked for, right? It's letting them know that, again, hey, thank you, for registering. And then it's a call to action, a before you go question, would you be interested in, right? Again, emails that your audience loves to open. This also triggers that they registered an instant SMS internal message saying, hey, thank you for registering to their SMS. Also, it triggers, that one was external. Also, it triggers an internal message to Stephanie that, hey, someone just registered. It tags them so that she's able to go and find all of the investment education registrants that she needs for this time frame. And it creates an opportunity inside of her system just so she can continue with her tracking to understand how many people registered per this event. Okay. So in receipt, what happens is, let's see if I can cultivate it. All right. And let's see if I can pull up the email as it was received. Okay. And so what happens is when I registered for that event, here we are. When I registered for that event, this is what I received from Cultivated Minds Enterprises, right? I received that and it said, here are the details for the event. This is also a link in case I didn't want to type this information in. The link is included. Call to action is included so that, and then it tells you again, this is what the case sensitive password is. However, in this particular link, if you look at the bottom of your screen, very, very tiny, of course, you can see it has the full Zoom, including password link, so I wouldn't have to enter a password, okay? Thank you again for trusting the business. And here's your call to action again. But before you go, would you want to, again, a quick yes? This is the response. So you would respond to this and you would say yes, and then another trigger would happen. Again, it's signed by the specific owner of the company and then the ability to unsubscribe, so should you choose. This is a beautiful representation of an entire email sequence, like some of the things that we talked about that I just gave you guys as tips were to say in there, what is the anatomy of a great email? A subject line. Here we are. You're registered Martina, right? That is the short, compelling, and specific anatomy of the subject line. The body content, focused, valuable, easy to skim. I can skim this quickly and see, oh, okay, here's the meeting ID information, right? Again, call to action, clear and actionable. Download now or book a call. It says right here, clicking here is the call to action, right? And then you want to make sure that you're continuing to be personable and you can say, hey, but before you go, would you be interested in completing a quick survey? And if the response is yes, a different email triggers for that survey. And generally it's the survey of, are you interested in continuing to receive email? Would you like more information about investments? This for your particular system, yours may be different. Okay. Now, in addition to that, when you attend this particular webinar, you are available to go to the attendee opt-in. So the system that we have set up for the attendee is if the customer replied attended, attendee, or attended, attendee through SMS. Again, this can be done through email. This one was done through SMS, attended through SMS, attendee through SMS, attended or attendee through email. And then, of course, we have the form. Again, a different email is sent. So specifically for this one, the email that is sent for this one, let's back up one so we can get it correct. Once you respond that you did attend, now it says again, hey Martina, using the name in the subject line, your freebie for attending is attached. Who wouldn't want to open up their email knowing that they attended something and were promised a freebie, and here is the freebie. Thank you for your interest in attending this. Again, access your freebie. Now you have the option to click it and access it, or you can download your freebie here. You can click here to download it, but she also ensured that it is attached here in the email. And again, thank you for your trust in CME and its founder again. But before you go, would you be wanting to complete a quick survey? A quick yes would be helpful. When you select to hit respond and say yes, then it triggers a different workflow. Again, this is an example of an email that your audience would love to open. So I wanted to make sure I took the opportunity to show you that live on screen. For some crazy reason, the email, the system itself was not coming up, and so I couldn't show you. But in addition to that, when we're talking about the algorithms, you're available to see how many total people enrolled and whether or not they're still stuck somewhere in the system, or whether or not they've opted out of the system and now they've been pushed or plugged over into a different system. Again, these are the algorithms and the option you are available to utilize. So again, you want to be able to do that through a system that you have set up. Here is the web presence that's specifically set up for this account. And you can go down to the investment webinar option here. Let me go back to the home page and show you. If you happen to be scrolling the page, you would scroll the page to see more information. This is where you would locate the flyer. This is how you would click to register. It's going to take you over to the investment webinar. This is the original form that we were just discussing that allows those triggers and those emails to happen automated. There is nothing that Stephanie needs to do or does with regards to this. All she's doing is posting this information that's talking about her upcoming investment webinar, and what happens from that point forward. These triggers happen when this form is completed based on the information that we have set up here. Again, a fully automated system. The person sees the content. Yes, they want to attend. They fill out the form. They receive the first thing letting them know to show up to the webinar. Stephanie is on there. She's going through the entire presentation for the webinar. And as she asked them, so you're attending this webinar. If you'd like, whip out your phone and text the keyword attendee or attended to this number. Her system, excuse me, her system takes over immediately, like you just saw, and sends out the freebie email, even while she is currently doing the presentation. Or she waits until she concludes the presentation and says, now, as I said, if you stick and stay to the end and you actually text the keyword attendee to this number, you will receive your investment planning workbook and your investment strategies to grow your income workbook. Both of these will come to you via email and a download when you text the keyword attendee for attended today, or attended for attending today. Whatever her vernacular or verbiage is, they receive this automated to their email, and there's nothing more that Stephanie has to do. Promote her event, show up for her event, request the call to action, and then her system takes over. So that is a way that you can actually create, again, as I said, automated systems inside of your own account, and you can utilize the trackability to see how many people are going to a page, how many people are actually utilizing areas of your website, of your funnel, of your events, of your posts, whatever you're putting out. You can actually go back to that site and you can track the algorithms of the use. So I'm going to go over to, let's see, the investment page here and see if I can see the algorithm specifically for that, so I can show you those stats as well before we go. And let's see for the investment webinar. All right. And then this is the final area we will cover on today. And I'm showing it again. So here in this particular area, for the last 30 days, this investment webinar area has had 16 overall pings, 8 unique, because she hasn't even started promoting for this event, by the way. And then an opt-in, so that allows her to be able to say a 12.5% conversion on this specific page of her website. Like, you can get that micro detailed about what you're doing that's converting. And again, she hasn't even started promoting for the February event next month. And she's already getting conversions, one from us testing it. And then those don't show up in your algorithms when we go through the testing portal. All right. And then you guys can see, again, how email conversions work, that open rate, what it looks like, how you can automate it, and how you can set it up. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. And of course, I hope that that makes sense. So now that you are available to see how, even though we went through the entire stream earlier today, talking to you about all of the key points of information specific to email marketing and why email marketing is so very important. I hope you guys were able to see that if you are not currently being consistent, like myself, I must admit I'm not consistent in email marketing, but I am excited to be able to show you case study references forthcoming about where I will be implementing better practices with regards to this, so that you all can see the evidence of it and so that it will make sense for you. I hope you all are able to glean from that what that email should look like, how it should land in the inbox, being able to call them out personally, being able to connect with them personally, being able to follow that particular plan of action and how it makes sense for what it is that you are trying to do. And currently, if it doesn't make sense for what it is that you're trying to do, you need to figure out how to make it make sense for what it is that you're trying to do, so that your information does land and make sense. So again, on today, we discussed the very important details of the anatomy of the email, making sure that you had the short, compelling specifics inside of the subject line to make sure the body content was focused, valuable, and easy to skim, like you saw in that example, as well as clear and actionable steps, call to actions, download now, click here, and all of those things to make sure you understand these are the things that will make your email effective. When it lands in an inbox, the client wants to see that information because they're waiting for that information, or they are excited to hear what the next piece of valuable content that you're going to give to them is. They're ready to open it. It's personalized. When it hits their inbox, they click and open it, and you ask them to take a step inside of that email. That helps to clean up and clear up any spam thoughts that could be pending with regards to your email landing in their inbox. Okay, landing in their inbox. So I hope you guys were able to glean something from that case study, that it makes sense on how to write the emails that your audience loves, and that they will understand that we were able to take this process, document this process for you, give you a case study of real world examples. And again, on tomorrow, Friday the 31st, we're closing out the month of January, these branding basics and these foundations of branding. And we're going to take some of the user feedback that we've received over the course of the month, and I'm going to show you how you can use that to sharpen your brand strategy. So again, I hope to see you on tomorrow's live open office hours, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that you find some piece of valuable content from everything that you are getting access to, and that you would consider joining us in the Learn, Lead, and LevelUp.com free community, so that you can ask your pressing branding or business questions, and we can ensure that you get the answers. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina with Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is, after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.